Morning traders, and this is your Forex setups for today. So just starting off with the Euro USD. So we had a fairly decent channel yesterday which has broken to the downside. I'm just going to leave that in so we can look at that on the hour. Our levels up here did break as well, and I'm just going to take one of them away and come down to the next most logical area. Let me just set it up here. And let's put the Fibonacci in right over there. Okay, so we'll run through that now. Oops. Right, so we've broken a channel. Let's get to the hour. It'll be easier for me to run through my thinking here. So we had a fairly decent channel. We've broken through it. We haven't really tested it. Does look like we have a move setting up the downside. I'm still looking for buying opportunities, and the first one is right here, 118.838, and then the second one is down here at 118.572. Okay, so 118.572 is the 61.8 Fibonacci, and if I just come across to 4 hour, you'll see there is a pretty strong area of support here. Okay, so that's the kind of pullback that I'm looking at. This channel is pretty much null and void at the moment. I think the point you need to understand at the moment is that you have a higher high, and there was my previous high. There's my current higher high. This is a pullback. This is an uptrend. So logically, I want the pullback back into an area of structure, and this is the area of structure. Okay, so it's 118.838 and 118.572. Technically, your stop should be below these swing lows. Okay, so that's that one. A USD Japanese yen, we're still range bound. No real direction at the moment. I was expecting us to start selling off in this area here, but I think we must just treat this as a range. So we're in the middle of the range, top of range, bottom of range. So until we break either side of this, there is no trade here. So yesterday, what I was expecting is a retest here. We've got the retest, but I think that trade is null and void at the moment. You're probably going to, by the looks of things, moving back to the top of the channel. Okay, so we'd be looking at 107.088 as a breakout, or 105.277 as a breakdown to the downside. So nothing here for me at the moment. This is sitting in the middle of the channel going sideways, and it's not something I like trading. Pound USD. So we were looking for pullbacks, and it does look like the pullbacks are starting to transpire. The only thing that I have here is we want to see what happens in this area where I've got this white block here at the moment. So let's just get, okay, that is an area of interest. You can see we've tested it again, and it does look like we're breaking down. Not to worry, because all that that means is we have another area here to look after. So that's that. If we look at what transpired yesterday, we had the breakout, retest of a level here, lots of decent price action, solid move, and a move to the upside. So what we're looking for here is pullbacks onto structure for an opportunity to continue this upward trend. Okay, now I just want to come across the 4 hour. The only concern that I do have here is that this is a pretty steep upward trend line. So you could have a fairly deeper pullback, which would mean coming all the way back down here, 133.025. It will line up with this trend line, and that would make sense for an opportunity to buy in as well. So right where we are now is one of the areas. Okay, we'll have to wait and see on the hour. So in other words, a break above this pin bar here would trigger a long for me with a stop below it. Okay, so at the moment we'll wait for the European session to see what transpires here, but still believe we should be looking for opportunities to buy. And there is a Brooks gap here as well, so just bear that in mind. So we could bounce off 133.423. your stop area is below this area here. Okay, Aussie dollar, New Zealand dollar, that's not going according to plan at all. So doesn't look like the breakout is happening to the upside. This flag that we can see here is pretty much null and void now. So I'm just going to get rid of that. What we could be doing is forming a bigger channel. There it is there. Okay, so the original flag is null and void, but we're coming back onto structure, and I think that's the important part here. There's my first bit of structure, and there is my second bit of structure. So there's my structure there, and there's my structure. So if we look at the hour, okay, you'll see bottom of channel at the moment. So I'm still looking in this area, 108.270 and 107.934. That's the area that needs to hold as support. If that area can hold as support, then it should offer an opportunity to buy into that. So just get across to the 4 hour and do that. So you can see, looking left, there is structure here. Okay, there's structure even further down as well, so you just need to keep that in the back of your mind, and that's all the way down at 107.407. Okay, and that's probably a fairly decent Fibonacci pullback as well. Yeah, 61.8 is all the way down here. So just get rid of that. So yeah, so that's kind of what I'm looking for. Let's give those levels to you again: 108.270, 107.934, and even as deep as 107.407. So that's just the three areas that I'm looking for at the moment. Okay, moving on to British pound, Japanese yen. We're sideways at the moment, and that's after spiking, but let's start with the 8 hour. So trend is up. We're looking for pullbacks onto structure. First bit of structure is where we are now, and a more solid bit of structure is all the way down here. So basically 140, right? Yeah, so if pullback back into 140 is a fairly good area. We have tested it once. It would be nice to see it test again. But we are sort of in this area of support, and this is right here at 141,617. So we'll have to see what happens, but looking at price action at the moment, big tails up, big tails down, barbed wire, big confusion. Not something that I'd like to trade, but definitely would be watching this 141,617. See if we can come here, get some price action off here for an opportunity to buy into this for a retest of the previous highs. Euro Canadian dollar. So this flag is still in play. I'm just going to zoom in a bit here. So flag is still in play. It just hasn't had a decent breakout. So can't really say with conviction that we have a potential move to the upside. At this moment, it is ranging. So if we come to the hour, you'll see exactly what I mean. Where price is at the moment and where that level is there. That's our range. Okay. So we have broken the trend line, and we're just running down the trend line at the moment. So this thing could still play out, but it doesn't give me a warm and fuzzy feeling. So I'd be looking for a break and retest of this area here, 156046. I want to see a decent break like this, and I want to see a pullback onto it, and that's the opportunity for me to buy into this. Until then, we'll sit on the sidelines on this one and wait. But it does look like we are waiting for data again, which should start today and tomorrow, and then we've got the US jobs number as well, which will be coming out later in the week, sort of Friday afternoon. So yeah, I think well, not farm payrolls on Friday, jobs number on Thursday. Sorry. So that's kind of, I think, what the market's going to be looking at the moment, is just sort of running sideways until we get the data out the way and the start of the month out the way, and then basically start looking for opportunities again. So yeah, I think that's it on Forex for me at the moment. Bit of a mixed bag. not really much that exciting me, but I do believe we will start getting opportunities shortly. Anyway, hope it helps, and we will catch you later. Cheers for now.